All right, LeBron, you hold Charlotte to 39 second-half points. A lot of it was in that stretch late in the third and the fourth. You're on the floor with Caruso and Dwight. What was effective about that unit on the defensive end?
We chased him off the three-point line and forced him to play in the paint and allowed Dwight to clean up everything. And, as a team that's been shooting a high volume of threes through their first couple games, we watched their first game at home against Chicago where they shot lights out, so we knew that the three-point, is a big part of their offense. So we just try to force them into the interior in the second half and allow our bigs to clean up a lot, which they did.
You and Frank Vogel, some others talked about defensive potential for this team in the preseason. Why are you seeing that? What do you think this group can get to on the defensive end?
Because defense will create the best offense for you, and we have a bunch of defensive-minded guys. Dwight has been a defensive player of the year. JaVale has always been very good defensively. AD as well. Avery, Danny was first-team all-defense last year. I've been on a couple of defensive teams as well, and KCP has always been solid. Rondo, when he comes back, and everyone is just buying into that. And if we can do that and just be on the string throughout the course of a game, then it's going to give our offense even better opportunities.
After the Boogie injury, you guys signed Dwight a little bit after. Were you expecting that he'd be able to contribute at this level this early in the season after playing 9 games last year?
That's why we brought him here. We felt like, while everyone else was writing him off, we feel like we can give him a great opportunity. And we believed in him and believed in his word, and he's making the most of it. And we're truly excited to have him here right now.
It seemed like as the night was going on, Dwight kind of came out of his shell, was maybe mugging for the crowd a little bit, did the finger wag. Did you sense on the court or from the bench that this meant a lot to him to kind of have the city behind him a little bit?
I think it means a lot to him to just be back on the floor as well. Obviously, he wanted to redeem himself from his first stint, but I'll let him talk about that. That's not for me to elaborate on, but I think just being back on the floor. I mean, the guy this season hadn't played since last November, and the fact that he's a big contributor, especially tonight, versus a former team of his, playing with Charlotte. And I think it was just a big night for him in front of our home fans.
What was your mentality personally in the first half?
Well, every game dictates what my game will have, and they shrunk the floor a lot in the first half, and it caused for me to get my guys involved and just try to pick their defense apart, and I was able to do that and get some assists. Even with us missing some from interior shots, some exterior shots, I still wanted to find my guys and get them comfortable, get them some great looks, and that's what it was.
There were a couple stoppages in plays, I guess timeouts, one where Dwight and AD were kind of calling for the crowd, like to make some noise. You did it as well. That, to me, felt like, kind of this team figuring out its identity, maybe what you guys are going to be about, interacting with the crowd. Was there anything with that?
No, we know who we are, but we have a long way to go to get to that point, but it starts with our mentality defensively. It starts with our physicality, and then offensively it starts with us moving the ball, sharing the ball. And, tonight we did that once again. I mean, we had 30 assists. Tonight we had low turnovers. We only had 13 turnovers. And then defensively we held a very good shooting team to 38% from the field. That's our identity, and we want to continue to get better and better with that every game.
LeBron, do you go into a game like this knowing that this isn't a chance for AD to really eat on the inside when you kind of look at how teams have had success against Charlotte so far? I think the Bulls gave up 70 points in the paint. Like, it seems like that's a weak spot for them.
No, every game is a game for AD to eat. It don't matter who we play against, in my opinion.
LeBron, last game, Troy Daniels had the 4 threes off the bench. It was kind of key. Frank went with Alex in the second half, the rotation there. Do you like just him kind of seeing something in there, maybe looking for some defense or a spark and making a change?
Well, that's the luxury of our depth. He has the ability to kind of fill out and see what was going on with our team and what was needed. And a spark from AC was needed once again, and AC came in and produced.
To piggyback off that, LeBron, the ability to guys play different positions in the game, add ball handling, add shooting, add defense off the bench. Are you getting a chance through 3 games to see just how versatile this team can be and can match up with anybody at any given time?
No, I saw that way before we even got together. I play a lot of 2K, NBA 2K basketball, so I was mixed matching lineups and stuff of that nature, seeing how we can be productive.
Do you always make the right play in the video game, or do you sometimes just want to go for 50 or 60?
No, I always make I play just like I play in real life on video games, which really makes a lot of my friends upset.
Can you elaborate on that? What do they get upset about?
Because they expect for me to shoot every time, and I play the right way. I run like really pick and rolls, and they double. I find shooters. If I throw it in the post, and they double it, and it's a 403 on the backside. If they got a guy hot, I'll trap his pick and rolls, or I'll double him and stuff like that. I play like real basketball. Not fake basketball?
Did you do that, like growing up, even playing pickup? At what point did you start always playing the right way?
Ever since I picked up a basketball, my little league coach always told me and told us that playing the right way and playing for a team is much more greater than playing as an individual. Ever since my first year ever playing organized basketball, we won a championship, and every kid on the team got an MVP trophy. So it was instilled in me at the beginning. So it was not my first time picking up basketball when I was 9.